Hello, hello. I am so excited you're here listening and or watching another YouTube video. I am Rhonda, live Austin, Evangelist Austin, your speaker, singer, and motivator and hope dealer. So today we are going to be talking about mindset. And look, sometimes you just got to do it. You just got to do it, get over it. And the main thing is the Lord is with you while you are doing it. So, for those of you that do not know, I just finished my first half marathon April 12th. It was the Hapalua Marathon here in Hawaii, and it was absolutely phenomenal experience that I had with a couple of friends doing that. And I really want to talk about how I faced three barriers in preparing for this half marathon. Some barriers you probably wouldn't even think that I actually had to deal with, but overcoming them helped me reach my goal. So I hope that in sharing what my barriers were and how I overcame them will be something that you can do to help you overcome as well. So, welcome, welcome, welcome. Before we get into those three bears, I just want to announce that we are getting ready to do the Joy Fit Reset Challenge. This is a challenge within the Worshiper Suite. If you are not a part of the Worshiper Suite, I don't know what you're waiting on. Join us for the Joy Fit Reset. It will take place starting next Monday, June the 8th. And some of you may be wondering, what in the world is a Joy Set Reset? A Joy Fit Reset. It is an opportunity for us as worshipers to get together and focus on our fitness, health, and wellness goals in the worshiper suite. We will be providing meals every single day that you can choose to use for the week, as well as exercises that you can do and daily inspiration from yours truly. So, if you are interested in joining us, please go to www.rondalive.com, setlist seller, and you can sign up to be a part of the Worshiper Suite and get all of those things. And also, I'll make sure I put the link below. If you're watching this after June 8th, feel free to jump in and all the replays. I actually just met with them this week. All of the replays will be there and all of the meal plans and exercises will be there. So come on, get your weekly coaching. That will happen also for those 4 weeks we are meeting together. So join in. So let's get into it. Let's talk about the three things that I had to get over while preparing for my first half marathon. The first thing I want to talk about, it may be a little sensitive for some of you guys, but I'm still going to talk about it. Being a Black Christian military spouse. Yes, that is something that I had to get over. Many times I would do my runs in the morning when it was still kind of dark. But I had all my safety gear on, lights, people could see me probably from a mile away that I was coming. However, there were a couple of times on base where there was a white couple with two dogs, and rather than moving their dogs over into the grass or going into the street where there were no cars, they stood there in the way and somewhat kind of let their dogs get a little closer to me rather than kind of moving them back. And some of you that may not realize it, for me, that was a mental barrier because all I could see was in the 50s, in the 60s, when police officers and people would basically let their dogs chase Black people around and bite on them so that they could throw them in jail or attack them. And so in my mind, I'm like, okay, I'm a Black female running, walking. It is not the 60s anymore. Please, move to the side. And so the couple that would never move to the side, I just started kind of running into the street. There were no cars. I was still safe, but I would literally run into the street because I saw that they did not move their dogs. And that just really put me in a mental space where I was like, man, I really don't feel like safe running by myself because of that. But let me tell you how good God is. When it happened the first time, the Lord blessed me to run near another person. He was a white male. And do you not know, 50 feet before I even got to him, he moved to the side. And so that let me know that, of course, everybody is not the same. And just because one group of persons does that and another person doesn't, that should not stop me from trying to reach my personal health goals. And so I really had to get over that because I'm telling you, the imagery was so real. Like, if you all don't know what I'm talking about, y'all should go look up pictures and videos of what people did to Black people with dogs. All right. So I got over that because you're not going to prevent me from reaching my goals. The other thing is that I really had to get over, and that was being a plus size or larger lady, um, trying to get out there and run. Like, I felt like everything was going to be everywhere except for where it needed to be. And it was a mindset shift. I was like, I had this goal. I'm still going to do it. So I found outfits that worked for me. I'm a Christian, I'm saved. So I wanted to make sure I didn't wear things that were, of course, um, too revealing, but also secure so that I would not be all over the place as I ran, as I jogged. And so getting over that mindset was finding things that worked for me, whether it was bras or shorts or shirts that were certain lengths, where I would feel comfortable in running. And then I would see sometimes people who maybe were the same size as me or even maybe larger than me, and they would be out there getting it too. And so I just said, hey, I'm going to get over this and I'm going to find things that worked for me. And I was able to proceed in being a finisher for the half marathon. And then finally, I want to share with you guys one other thing that sometimes Black women, we have to get over, and that is hair and hygiene. So, of course, I'm locked, but when I wasn't, and even now, when you work out, we just can't wash our hair and go. We have to stop, wash our hair and style our hair. And so sometimes I would say to myself, oh, I don't feel like doing it because I just got my hair retied or things of that sort. Look, you just got to get over it. You got to get over it. Still go out there and do it. And, for me, washing my hair more times throughout the week was important because you're out in the elements and, all kind of things get caught up in your hair. So just getting over it and making the time, finding the time that works best for you to do what you need to do for your hair and your hygiene. Getting your hair done is no longer a good reason for me, or I just got my hair done is no longer a good reason to say why I'm not going to go work out. Because years from now, I wanted to still be able to be mobile at the age of 80. At the age of 90, I just left a conference where this lady, she was 90 years old, still walking around in her little heels. Like, yeah, that's what matters to me, not whether I'm going to look cute. I still want to look cute, going to look cute, but just taking the time that is needed to take care of my hair and giving it more time, which means adjusting. So the benefit of breaking generational curses and challenges and being better at the age of 80 is more important than keeping the mindset that I just got my hair done. Y'all, it's time to get out there and do it. Okay. So I want to let you know that I am going to be live on Friday for First Friday Forever Worship, First Friday. We always go live on Fridays. I think it will be at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. And so I'd love for you to join me there. I have some questions that I'm going to answer that has been brought up in the community. So please join and put on your notifications Stop playing. Subscribe and put on your notifications so that you don't miss anything that I put out. I also want to remind you all to please go to www.rondalive.com, Setlist Seller. The link is below if you want to be a part of the Joy Fit Reset that is going to start on June the 8th. Even if you're watching this later, again, you can always get the replays and get the material that is going to be there. And if you're feeling kind of low, nowhere to go. Okay, if you are seriously feeling low, I have a wonderful free guide. It's called Sing Your Way Back to Joy. You can get it free if you're not ready to join us in the worshiper suite, and it will bless your life. So, as always, thank you so much for listening, for watching. I cannot wait to talk with you again next week if you don't join me live on Friday here on the channel. And make sure you like and put a comment so I can know that you're here. If you made it this far, you might as well let me know that you're here. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day.